Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, you might notice there's something different in the background. That's this. Basically, we're going to be going through my memory box, which I myself have not gone through in a super long time, probably a few years. So, my memory box is a box that I just put a bunch of different things in, like stuff I want to remember, different like achievements I've made in life, I guess. And I'm gonna open it today with you. I might make a part 2 because I'm actually not sure like how full this is. It's probably pretty full, but let's see. You ready? That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, right at the top. That's a butterfly. But this, okay. This is half of a symbol. Well, it's a full symbol, but it's like one of two. My friend has the other one. Basically, it was during Annelle's presentation night, and that doesn't make any sense to people who don't know what that means. Basically, me and my friend Ryan, we were part of this, it was part of Leaders Club, and we had a presentation night. So me and a group full of people, we all made like a skit together, and me and Ryan decided to open it up with like really dramatic opera music. So I held one side and he held the other, and it was like the main character of our skit had to like walk through, like he was like walking through a desert. So we were like, whoa, and we kept like hitting the symbols together. It was so fun. And a bunch of this stuff too, I don't really have stories for, so I'm probably not gonna tell what all of this stuff means, but yeah. Okay, so this is a medal, or like an award thing. It's not a medal. Okay, so this, God, this is an award that I got because I won the science fair once in my life. This kid, Robert, okay, this kid, Robert, always won the science fair every single year. Robert, if you're watching this, he's not watching this. If you're watching this, everyone hated you for winning the science fair. You were, okay, you were well liked. Everyone was annoyed at you for winning the science fair every year. And then finally, in 5th grade, I won the science fair. And honestly, I would not have won that science fair if it were not for my aunt. She did so much. She helped me so much. What I didn't know was that when you win the science fair, you get like elevated to another level of science fairs. And I had no idea because obviously I'd never won the science fair before. I think I'd gotten like runner-up before, but I've never won. So they admitted me into this other science fair with like super smart kids, and they were asking me like a ton of questions. Like I was in front of, okay, so my project was basically, I was comparing the DNA in organic and non-organic fruits. And honestly, I could not do the experiment today. I have no idea what I did. I don't know. But so they, like, these professionals, like, they had me in front of my, what are those things called? They fold out like 3 different ways. Like, you open them up. Well, that's where you're like where you put your science fair stuff on, whatever that's called. They had me in front of that, and they were like, "Oh, so what do you think about the DNA of blah 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 blah?" And I was like, "I don't know." It was so bad. It was so bad, dude. I really just kind of BS'd my way through all of that, and I'm sure it showed. I'm sure it showed. So, fun fact about me. It took me 3 times to pass my driver's test. On the 3rd time I passed it, okay? And I'm not the best driver, okay? But on the 3rd one I practiced so hard, right? And then when they asked me to do my parallel park, it was so bad. It was literally the worst I've ever parked. Like, I had practiced the entire time. Like, this was the hardest I'd practiced for this test because I was like, I'm passing it this time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get my license. So I practiced for like a very long time, and I'm sure the week before that, like even probably a few days before this, my parallel park was perfection. I had it down to a T. You could have took a ruler up to that curb and A+. I could have gotten an A+, okay, if there was a grade for that. But then when it came to the test, dude, I don't know, I was crumpling under the pressure, and the lady, I swear, I aged the lady who was grading my test. She, oh my god, because you know how they open the door and they like check on the floor, at least like they did for me. They open the door and they check how far away the curb is from the car. And this lady, she opened the door and she looked at it and she closed it and she just looks at me and she's like, okay, next. Like she was so, oh my god, I swear, she was so like, just like, I don't know, not angry, just like another kid that sucks at this, you know? But she let me pass. I don't even know, like, I swear I feel like I had really strict people before this lady, but you know what I did? Like, I made sure to like look like every direction before you turn, because they take off so many points if you don't look like, if you don't like obviously look, like, where's the car coming from? Oh, there it is, you know, like, they love to see that. So I did that so much, and I feel like that's why she passed me. At the end, like, I was waiting for the results. I was like sitting there, I was like, I didn't make it, I'm gonna have to take it a 4th time. Like, I was already upset. I felt like the tears like coming. I was like, all right, it's okay, it's fine. We're gonna practice more next time. And then like she's like typing up, like they have like weird briefcase things, and like it was printing out something, and she just like, she looked at me and she was like, practice more, you passed. And I was like, thank you so much. So for this next one, I played Helena in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I think this was like my first ever like huge role, like really big role, because there's 4 main characters in this play, and I got one of the 4 main characters. I got Helena, you know, the crazy one, of course. So I remember very clearly this kid, who was he? He played, this doesn't really matter, I mean, I'm pretty sure he played Lysander, and this kid always showed up late to rehearsal. Like, sometimes didn't even show up to rehearsal, and he clearly didn't know, like, any of his lines. And the rest of us were so practiced, like, we even had extra rehearsals for ourselves, because we were like, we don't want to mess this up, and it's Shakespeare, you know, like, there's so many opportunities to mess up when you're doing Shakespeare. So me and everyone else were so prepared. Like, we were like, we knew every one of our lines. And then this kid, in the middle, like, he was doing okay. We were like, all right, maybe he's not that bad. Like, because the play started and he was going at it and he actually, like, seemed to know what he was doing. We're like, okay, maybe he's gonna be good and maybe we can just get through this play and it's gonna be fine. Then, this kid, during probably, arguably one of the most important scenes, he forgets his lines. And then he throws all of us off track. He forgets his line and he jumps into something completely different. And we were all like we were all like kind of like, you know, like actor connection. We were all like, like we were like looking at each other and just be like, ah, while trying not to show that, you know, we were, because there was an audience there, so we were trying to be like. And then I remember this kid Joe, he was like, Joe was trying to see if anyone knew like where we were at or where the scene was supposed to be. So he was like, "What say thou, Hermia?" And she was like, "I know not what to say." And she was like, "What say thou, Helena?" And I was like, "I know not what to say either." But I just like, I took it up from this random seat, like random part, because otherwise we would have just had nothing. So I was like, okay, whatever, let's just pick it up. I know that there is this line somewhere in here. But essentially, this kid made us miss an entire scene, an entire fight scene. It was like the one fight scene of the whole play. We missed the whole thing. And I'm sure, like, you know, our audience was all, like, adults of the actors in the play, so I'm sure they weren't, like, concerned too much. But we felt it. We were like, oh, God. We were so disappointed. This is a cute little photo booth of me, Kate, and Philip. The first picture was really cute, and then we were trying to make silly faces, and me and Kate were like, okay, Philip, for the last picture, we're all gonna have, like, super cute faces, and then he just, like, sticks his face in the frame while me and Kate look so cute, and he was just like, we were like, what the heck? Like, that was supposed to be the good one. And this is me and Philip taking a Vogue picture. So, I did the musical Shrek in high school, and I got cast as the ugly duckling. So, it was actually super fun though. Like I liked like the lines that the Ugly Duckling had, or like the musical part that the Ugly Duckling had, and I got to do this like huge unibrow for my makeup. So it was actually super fun, and I just got to be like weird in general. And so at the end of the year, at the end of the musical, we all give out awards and stuff, like from the seniors to like everyone else, and I got the Not So Ugly Duckling award. I love that. Yeah, basically a ton of this stuff is just like leaders stuff, like leaders signs and different things from like rallies and leaders school. Oh, okay, and one of my favorite things that I have from leaders is basically you write your name on the center of a piece of paper. Everyone does in the group in a circle, and then you pass it like to your right. So then someone writes like one thing about you or like a little paragraph about you, and you write paragraphs about like other people as they come your way, and it's just so nice. It's like such a confidence booster when you need one. Like you just read it and you're like people like actually like me. And this is another photo booth thing that me, Kate, and Philip did. This one was a mess. You can kind of see the events that go in order. They're just like swallowing me whole. I love that. My equals yo. My equals yo. I feel like I have too many inside jokes. This was from elementary school. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure it was hilarious at the time, but I have no idea what that means now. Oh, okay. Okay, so this bag is something I got when I graduated. This is also from Leaders. So the general theme here is that I loved Leaders and I want it to be forever in my life. So also, I'm sorry if I didn't explain, but Leaders is basically a club I was in that you're in with like a bunch of other people, and it's basically like you make like lifelong friends, and I loved it so much. So this is a survival kit I got for when I graduated, and it says, a lifesaver for when you feel you are drowning in information, a sponge to soak up all the knowledge, an eraser to remind you that each day you can start with a clean slate, a band-aid for when things get a little rough, a Tootsie Roll to help you roll with the punches, a crayon to help you color your days bright and cheerful, a penny so you will never truly be penniless, toothpick to help you pick out the best in everyone, a tissue to wipe away those tears of joy, a starburst for the extra burst of energy for late nights, paperclip to help keep things together when they seem out of control, and a match to light even the darkest times. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It's kind of awkward looking through some of the stuff too, because like I kept some of the stuff that that reminds me of like friends I used to have, but now I don't have like a lot of those friends. Like not, I mean, okay, I don't know. Like some of my friendships ended a little badly, so it's like I don't like looking at all of this stuff. I didn't realize that I kept this kind of stuff, but now I kind of don't want to keep it, you know? Oh my god, this is a letter to my future self. Oh god. When did I write this? Past self didn't even date this. Okay, 2011, she did. Okay. Dear future self, this is a letter about things I, past self, want to improve and accomplish. You have probably noticed my handwriting is moderately okay compared to a guy's, but by the time I reach the end of this letter, it will look like chicken scratch, but still better, but still better than this kid in my school who had terrible handwriting. But you know that. You might also know that at this moment I am stalling. I am letting the ideas float into my head. Ah, okay, I think I'm ready. Well, for starters, I want to do better in bio. So I'm gonna start studying more. Then I said, who am I kidding? Then in parentheses, you? I'll start studying in general. I didn't. I didn't. I'll try to do that for all of my subjects. Damn, I forgot. Wait, got it. I'm gonna try to keep up my perfect attendance until the end of the year. I don't think I did that. I'm going to not try. I'm going to not stay up late. That also didn't work out for me. And I'm not going to get addicted to manga or anime. And I mean, that's true, I haven't for a while. But that's kind of impossible. Oh, last thing. First, I will become, oh my god. First, I will become a beta on fanfiction. Okay, so that's basically, a beta on fanfiction is someone who, they basically edit people's fanfictions and like provide feedback. I used to be really into fanfiction. I used to write fanfiction, Twilight fanfiction. Okay, and then it says, then, in all caps, this is all caps, then I will write the most amazing story in history that will get tons of views. Well, okay, so I didn't do most of this stuff, but I did become a beta in fanfiction, and I edited an entire book, because that's how long this person's fanfiction was. So that was nice, but that's about it. I didn't write the most amazing story that will get tons of views. I wrote, like, one Twilight fanfiction. I didn't even finish it. I'm so bad with that. I don't finish a lot of stuff. I'm glad I wrote a note like that, though, too. I should write a note to my future self. I vaguely recall writing another one of those, so I might stumble across that somewhere within all of this paper. No way. Oh, it's the track. Okay. I thought I had the Aladdin that I performed in. That reminds me of this story. So I was in Aladdin when I was in like 5th grade, I think, and I was the Sultan who, there was not enough guys in our production, but the Sultan is basically Jasmine's dad, and Robert, that kid that I told you about in the science fair, he always won the science fair, Robert also had one of the main roles in Aladdin, and he stepped on my last line, my last ever line. Basically, my line was to the effect of, oh, Jasmine, you can go and live with this cool, random kid you just met on the street, I'm fine with it. I didn't get to say that, so not that any parent was paying attention, but I basically didn't grant Aladdin permission to take my daughter away from me forever. You know, like, I'm still salty about that. That was so long ago. So yeah, there wasn't a lot of purpose to a lot of the stuff in this box, but I'm glad I got to look through it and remember some memories. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video wasn't too long for you, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. My Power Ranger! Oh my god! Of course I had the pink one. Of course, the coolest one.